Good evening. When it comes to fundamental rights, it's always important for any examination point of view. And once again, articles that are related to fundamental rights, they came into question once again. So what exactly are this? So again, article number 14, article number 17, and article number 19 are being questioned now. Why? What exactly happened? In the recent past, we came to know that Supreme Court has given order that women of all ages must be permitted to enter into the Shabarimala Sanctum Sanctorum, and it is being implemented by the Kerala government. Of course, orders were issued by the Honorable Supreme Court. So after that, this so much of awareness has been taken place, and recently a couple has approached the Supreme Court and requested the Supreme Court that to give order to all mosques, that is masjids, to allow women into the sanctum sanctorum, so that what will happen, on par with the men, women also can enter inside and perform the prayers. And of course there is an argument that in some mosques, women are also permitted through different this entrances. So all these are being questioned. So now the point is that women should be allowed inside in the same route as the men are being permitted, and wherever there is no permission, women should be allowed. And the Supreme Court, this has questioned the council. Under the constitution, we have the right to give orders to the government, with respect to the violation of the fundamental rights of any group. But when it comes to these masks are being run by the private organizations and the private people. Under the constitution, can we give orders to them? Obviously, it's not. But the council argued that most of the masks are receiving funds from the state. So, if any organization is receiving funds from the state, obviously the Supreme Court has every right to interfere. But at the end of the day, Supreme Court was not convinced, but Supreme Court has accepted the petition on only one ground. Since we have given an order to permit women into the sanctum sanctorum of Shabarimala temple, here also we are accepting the petition to look into the same manner. But what the Supreme Court is going to say on this, we need to this wait and watch. But for the examination point of view, they may ask you what is Article 14, they may ask you what is Article 17. It mentions about the prohibition, abolition of the untouchability, right? And Article 19, these are always in the news. And at the time of the main examination, I told you many times that you have to mention article numbers to make it more impressive, right? So now what shall I do is that I open the document. Now please have a look at this. Look at this. A couple, Yasmin Zubair Ahmed and Zubair Ahmed, they have moved the apex court against the prohibition of entry of Muslim women into mosques. Meaning, so they question that why women should not be permitted. So this is terming the bar as illegal, unconstitutional, and also a violation of the dignity of women. Right? So they have every right to question, and they have questioned it. There should not be any gender discrimination, and allow Muslim women to pray in all mosques, cutting across the denominations. Say, for example, if you look at Makkah, the holy city, the most holy city, in fact, as far as the prayers of the people who belong to Islam is concerned, there is no discrimination at all. There is no such gender discrimination to offer worship in Makkah. When there is no discrimination over there, why there is a discrimination in various other mosques, right? So why women are not being permitted to perform the prayers along with the men, right? So this is the question. Women are now allowed to offer prayers, at mosques under Jamati Islami and Mujahid denominations. But in most of the places, please remember, Muslim women are barred from mosques under the predominant Sunni faction. Right, right. So these are all the important points that they have been raised by this couple. But finally, what happened is that the petition, the court at the end of the day concluded that the bar amounted to discrimination and even a practice of untouchability, right? And since we have given orders for allowing women to enter into Shabarimala temple based on the same thing, we are accepting the petition. And hopefully, Supreme Court will have a very, very, very broad view on this and give a better and better verdict, so that the women who belong to Islam community will be happy with the judgment. But kindly remember, you must be knowing this Haji Ali Dargah, right? And in fact, they there also women were not permitted earlier. Women were not permitted earlier to enter into the sanctum, but now women are being permitted. Please remember, women are being permitted now after the Supreme Court gave the order to Haji Ali Dargah Trust. Now women are permitted. So when it is being done in the most important place, Makkah, and when it is being done in some other places like Haji Ali Dargah, then why not in other mosques, right? And hopefully, Supreme Court will be giving a this a verdict that will be satisfying the demands of Muslim women. So kindly see here, when it comes to fundamental rights, in every examination there are questions, maybe objective type or maybe descriptive type. And especially when you go to the descriptive type of examinations like civil services or group 1, there in any subject, so maybe you are writing social issues, maybe you are writing some this political issues, maybe you are writing some religious issues, right? So everywhere these fundamental rights, the articles will come into picture. Everything is related to the constitution. There, try to recollect the this suitable article, related article, then please mention the number of the article that will fetch you good marks for that question in the examination. Fine. So that's all for the day. I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs. Thank you so much.